Example 25. Water is flowing in a rectangular flume with a velocity of 3.75 meters per second and a depth of 0.96 meters. Calculate the Froude number, the specific energy, the alternate depth of flow. So Froude number is velocity, mean velocity at that section divided by square root of g times depth if the section is rectangular, just like this. So Fr is velocity over square root of GD, where velocity is 3.75, depth is 0.96. So Fr is 3.75 over square root of 9.81 times 0.96. So the Froude number is 1.222. It occurs in the lower stage. The flow is supercritical. Therefore, from there the specific energy is in the lower stage is also the specific energy in the upper stage. Take note by principle, and it is equal to velocity head plus depth. So velocity head plus depth. So E in lower stage is 3.75 square over 19.62 plus 0.96, which is also the specific energy in the upper stage, 1.677. Then to solve for the alternate depth of flow, we use this specific energy and equate it to velocity head in the up. Because this is in the lower stage, we expect that the alternate depth of flow is greater than 0.96. Remember, in the upper stage. So therefore, we equate 1.677 to velocity head in the upper stage plus depth in the upper stage. And be careful in solving this formula by trial and error or by using the high-tech calculator, because it will go back to 0.96. One of the roots will be 0.96. The other root should be greater than 0.96. And it should be, you may assign higher value, let's say 2 or 3, to ensure it will not go back to 0.96. Where velocity in the upper stage is small q divided by depth in the upper stage, and small q is equal to depth in the lower stage times velocity in the lower stage. So 0.96 times 3.75, that's the small q. It is also the small q in the upper stage because by continuity equation. So mean velocity in the upper stage is 3.6 divided by depth in the upper stage. Substitute here, 1.677 equals 3.6 quantity square over du, that's 0.6606. Again, 3.6 square over 19.62, that's 0.606 over du square plus d sub u. By trial and error or using your high-tech calculator, make sure that you substitute a higher value. So not 1 because it is close to 0.96, it should be 2. So the depth in the upper stage is 1.263. So that's it for this problem.